it's that card girl, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mega Diancie EX Mega Battle Deck. This is one of the 2 battle decks that came out with an IR promo card. We'll be taking a look at the Gengar one in the next few weeks, so keep your eye out. They've got Diancie and MacLeod hanging out on the side of the box. And then on the back of the box they have a full deck list. Let's go ahead and get this opened up so we can take a closer look at everything. Loose under the clamshell holding our featured cards, we have some shiny cardboard damage counters. Honestly, I kinda love them. There's 12 10s, 4 50s, and 2 100s. Also hanging out in the back is our paper playmat. The front has both Mega Gengar EX and Mega Diancie EX on it, and the QR codes for tutorial videos and play Pokemon. The back is specific to the Diancie deck though, and even though this is a level 2 deck, it gives you all the basics of what each area of the mat is for and all the steps in a turn. And it looks pretty cool. Let's finally take a look at our cards. If I can figure out how to do my job. All that shuffling was because I wanted to take a look at this IR promo MacLeod first, because this card is just so gorgeous. I love how well the flower colors and the background complements her color scheme. And what would a Mega Diancie EX deck be without some Mega Diancie EXs? Since this product is a deck with no packs, we're actually going to be talking about what these cards do. Mega Diancie's Diamond Code ability lets it take 30 less damage from attacks, and the attack lets you discard up to 2 energy, doing 100 damage for each one you discard. And then we have our pink hollow Mega Diancie coin. Now, some quick housekeeping. You know, I meant getting everything out of the way for our deck, but maybe now's the perfect time to remind you that we put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with shorts on Sundays. We focus mainly on Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, and Gundam. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at thatcardgirl.tcg. There's a link in the description. And speaking of links in the description, make sure you've entered our duck race. There's a link in the description for that as well. I've showed off the deck box enough while giving my spiel. Let's get to looking at this deck. I will say off rip, this deck comes all mixed up, but thanks to Movie Magic, ours is all nice and sorted in almost the exact order listed on the back of the box. We've got one more non-IR MacLeod who can be used to heal a benched psychic Pokemon for 120. Then we have 2 Spoink, who lets you flip a coin 3 times and each head deals 10 damage. Spoink evolves into 2 Grumpigs with the Energized Steps ability. When you play this evolution out of your hand, you get to look at your deck's top 4 cards and attach any of them that are a basic energy however you want. Then you shuffle the rest back into your deck. Next up, we've got 2 Milceries who deal and heal 10 damage with their Draining Kiss. It evolves into our 2 Alcremies, which do 20 damage per Pokemon you have in play. The 2 Mimikyu we get are Searchers that let you get a basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. There's 1 Cresselia who lets you search out 2 Psychic Energy from your deck to attach to it, getting it set up for its Aurora Beam. And we've got 1 Zacian who is great later game since it does 90 more damage if your opponent has 3 or less prize cards. Now we're on to our trainer cards, starting with a full playset of Lily's Determination. This lets you reset your hand by shuffling your current hand into your deck. You then will draw a new 6-card hand unless you still have all 6 prize cards left. In that case, you get an 8-card hand. Arvin here and his twin brother lets you search out and reveal an item and Pokemon tool to go into your hand. We've got 2 copies of Boss's Orders that lets you switch out your opponent's active Pokemon for one of their benched Pokemon. There's 1 Iono included. When this supporter is played, everyone shuffles their hand before putting it onto the bottom of their deck. Then each player draws 1 card for each prize card they have. We get 1 Professor's Research featuring Professor Juniper. You'll trash your hand and draw 7 cards. Our last supporter is Wally's Compassion. When played, this card lets you completely heal 1 Mega EX Pokemon, but you do have to put all its attached energy back into your hand. There's 4 copies of Wondrous Patch, which lets you take a discarded Psychic Energy and put it on a benched Psychic Pokemon. The 3 Nest Balls let you search for and bench a basic Pokemon. Then we've got 2 Buddy Buddy Poffin. You get to search out and bench 2 70 HP or less basic Pokemon. These 2 Night Stretchers allow you to bring a Pokemon or a basic energy back into your hand from your discard. Now, we have 2 copies of Switch, which is like Boss's Orders, except it's your active and benched Pokemon you're switching. This pair of Ultra Balls requires you to discard a pair of cards from your hand when you play one, but then you get to search, reveal, and put a Pokemon into your hand from your deck. I haven't mentioned it before, but every time you search your deck, you do have to shuffle it when you're done. Now we get 2 copies of our only tool, the Air Balloon, which reduces the retreat cost of the Pokemon it's attached by 2. We also get 2 copies of the Stadium Mystery Garden. Either player can get this card's benefit. It lets you discard an energy out of your hand to draw cards until your hand count matches how many Psychic Pokemon you have in play. You can do this once every time it's your turn while the Stadium is in play. And then, the very last cards in this deck are the 14 Psychic Energy cards that bring us up to our complete 60 card deck when you add in the IR promo and the 2 Mega Diancie EXs. And that's about it for the Mega Diancie EX Mega Battle Deck. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell the next melody you see about us. That Card Girl out!